Jose Mourinho's potential Real Madrid return is already beginning to sound like classic Mourinho with clear decisions, sharp edges and no room for sentiment. The Portuguese coach has been lined up for a second spell at the Bernabéu if Florentino Perez wins Real Madrid's presidential election, with suggestions he's wasted little time identifying who does not fit into his plans. It would mark Mourinho's second Madrid spell after leaving the club in 2013 when he walked away after 3 intense seasons that brought La Liga, Copa del Rey and Supercopa de España success. According to journalist Ramon Alvarez, Mourinho has told Real Madrid that 6 current first-team players are not part of his plans for next season, those being Rodrigo, Eduardo Camavinga, Fran Garcia, Dani Ceballos, Franco Mastantuono and Raul Asensio. Real Madrid has not confirmed the list and Mourinho hasn't yet been officially announced as coach, but the names are striking because several of them have been viewed as important parts of Madrid's long-term squad building. Rodrigo's inclusion would be the most dramatic even though his recent ACL injury and reduced role have already raised questions over his future. Camavinga being named would be just as significant given his status as one of Europe's most talented midfielders. Garcia, Ceballos and Asensio have all faced uncertainty while Mastantuono's reported place on the list would surprise many because of his age and potential. Why Mourinho's list feels so revealing. Mourinho has never been a coach who enjoys bloated squads or unclear roles. His best teams have been built around hierarchy, discipline and players who understand exactly what he wants from them. It suggests that if Mourinho returns, Real Madrid's summer business may not simply be about adding big names. It may be about reshaping the dressing room around players he trusts immediately. Reports have already linked Madrid with defensive reinforcements, including Arsenal defender Riccardo Calafiori. The Italian's ability to play at left back and centre back is said to appeal to Mourinho as he looks to add versatility to a back line that has lacked depth and consistency. Madrid has also been linked with Ibrahima Konate and Denzel Dumfries, further underlining the sense that the club could be preparing for a major defensive reset. What Perez has said about Mourinho. Perez has been careful in public, even as speculation around Mourinho has intensified. The Madrid president praised the Portuguese coach but stopped short of making an announcement. "I'm thinking about it. Do I have a name in mind? 2. Mourinho? He's a good coach, clearly. I'm not going to announce it because I haven't spoken to him yet," Perez said. That uncertainty may not last much longer. The presidential election is expected to shape Madrid's next major moves, from the coaching appointment to summer transfer decisions. Against Haaland, €150 million for a player. That is the promise made by Florentino Perez, who has once again switched into Galactico mode to counter the impact of Enrique Riquelme, his rival in the race for the presidency of Real Madrid. As for Haaland, everyone has denied it, so it must be a bluff. "I don't want people who destabilize the club," Florentino said on the program Horizonte, referring to Riquelme's campaign promise to sign Manchester City's Norwegian striker. Perez revealed that he is preparing an offensive move for a world-class footballer. "I want to share some news. I will make a major offer to a Champions League club for a great player. It would be the largest transfer fee Real Madrid has ever paid in its history. It would be around €150 million. A clue? I can't give one. I'm already telling you what we're going to do. Olisa is a great player, but it's not Olisa. We're going to make a significant offer, at least €150 million. The player will most likely be from midfield forward. It's not Haaland, and it's not someone from the Premier League. The first thing we'll do is speak with the club. It's a signing meant to excite people, because that's what this is about, creating excitement," Florentino continued in response to questions from Iker Jimenez. Who is Caleb Urenki? The World Cup player Mourinho is reportedly asking about for Real Madrid. If predictions hold and the current president remains in office, the manager of the new project will be Jose Mourinho, who, somewhat surprisingly, is said to be closely monitoring a Ghana international, according to reports in Denmark. The player in question is Caleb Urenki, a 20-year-old midfielder for Nordsjælland, as reported by Tipsbladet. According to the outlet, Real Madrid are in contact with Michael Essien, former player for both the club and Jose Mourinho, to gather references on Caleb Urenki. FC Nordsjælland are demanding a historically high fee for the Ghanaian World Cup player, €30 million, the Danish publication claims. Urenki is set to feature soon at the World Cup with the Ghana national team, who have been drawn into Group L alongside England, Croatia, and Panama. The Danish report also notes that the player is being tracked by Porto and was also pursued a few months ago by a Premier League club, suggesting he is on the verge of a major step forward in his career. Jr. His club is targeting a big money sale and plans to wait until after the World Cup in hopes of increasing his value for a player represented by Costellar, the same agency that handled Konate's move to Real Madrid. Vinícius Jr.'s Real Madrid renewal linked to performances at the 2026 World Cup. Vinícius Jr. has become a cornerstone of Real Madrid CF, playing a key role in numerous major titles, including the UEFA Champions League. Despite this, he has yet to renew his contract, which expires in 2027, creating considerable uncertainty among supporters. Amid the lengthy pause in negotiations, the 25-year-old star's contract renewal is reportedly tied to his performance at the 2026 World Cup with Brazil. According to Marco Ruiz via Diario AS, negotiations between Vinícius Jr. and Real Madrid have been broken off for the last 10 months. With only a few months remaining before he is able to negotiate with any other club, the Brazilian's contract renewal could get back on track after the 2026 World Cup. With this in mind, his performance at the anticipated tournament could have an impact on the conditions of the deal. In case Vinícius Jr. shines as one of the best players at the 2026 World Cup, he could have greater leverage to demand a higher salary from Los Blancos. In addition, he could attract interest from numerous clubs that may look to sign him as a free agent. However, he also risks delivering an unconvincing performance and proving Real Madrid CF right, as the club is not looking to match his contract with that of Kylian Mbappé. While Vinícius and Real Madrid have expressed their desire to continue together, his failure to renew could force a sale in the summer of 2026. With only 1 year remaining on his contract, the club may not be willing to risk losing him as a free agent and could become open to a transfer. The Brazilian could have a strong market in the Premier League, where several clubs could move to make a major offer at the end of the 2026 summer window if no agreement is reached. Vinícius Jr. holds a gold chance in the 2026 World Cup with Brazil despite becoming one of the best players in the world. Vinícius Jr. has not managed to produce his best form for Brazil. After playing 48 matches for the national team, he has scored just 9 goals and has not become as an undisputed leader on the pitch. However, Carlo Ancelotti's arrival as head coach gives him a golden opportunity to silence his critics and shine as one of the standout players of the 2026 World Cup. With Ancelotti in charge of the Canarinha, Vinícius Jr. appears to be showing his best version. Rather than using him solely as a left winger, the head coach gives him creative freedom, allowing him to get much closer to goal. With the full backing of the manager, he could be in his best opportunity yet to become the best player at the 2026 World Cup and even lead Brazil to the title, finally leaving his mark on the national team. And that's it for today's Real Madrid update. Which of these stories surprised you the most, and which player would you like to see join Real Madrid next? Let us know in the comments below.